Storyteller delivers Ascendance of a Bookworm Chapter 7 as Myne transforms Paru fruit into revolutionary pancakes. Let's dive. Myne reflects on the passage of time since becoming Myne. Winter truly begins in the town, with snow falling and icicles forming. Myne observes something with a pensive, almost bored expression. Myne huddles under a blanket, observing that it's dark. Myne sighs, resting her head on her hands, looking weary. Myne observes the midday blizzard, lamenting the confinement. Myne sighs in exasperation, clutching a doll as she sits in weariness. A child asks Myne if all homes are as dark as theirs, surprising Myne. Myne sighs, lamenting that while lamps could alleviate the darkness, they can only afford. Myne questions why they don't use the lamp, looking surprised. Myne sighs, explaining they must conserve oil and use the lamp as little as possible. An unknown character notes Myne's struggle with the long winter, and Myne agrees. An unknown speaker laments the perpetual darkness of winter, noting their worsening eyesight and inability to read. An unknown adult informs Turi that she must learn various tasks this year due to her upcoming baptism ceremony. An unknown instructor demonstrates a task to Turi, while Myne observes, wondering if Turi aims to be an apprentice seamstress, noting her hard work. An unknown character invites Myne to learn how to weave, and Myne agrees. Myne resolves to pursue her ambitions, starting with making imitation papyrus. Myne immediately gets to work on her ambition, diligently crafting imitation papyrus. Myne works with grass fibers, hypothesizing that plating them will create a paper-like material. Myne diligently works by candlelight, declaring her crafting a challenge and vowing not to lose to the ancient Egyptians. An unknown character demonstrates a weaving technique, thinking aloud about alternating vertically and horizontally. Hands meticulously weave, but a snag causes an exasperated chima. Hands meticulously weave, but a snag causes an exasperated chima. An unknown character complains about the eye strain from intricate crafting, while Myne works diligently. An unknown character tells Myne to stop playing around and help make baskets, to which Myne agrees, promising to do so once she's free. Myne exclaims in frustration, realizing she made a mistake, then sighs, resolving to redo it. Myne states she will help with baskets once she is free, her determination unwavering. An unknown character asks a weary Myne what she's been doing, referring to her imitation papyrus project. An unknown character observes Myne's craft isn't growing much, prompting a frustrated "I know" from Myne. Myne exclaims in profound frustration, realizing another mistake, then groans in exasperation. The next day, Myne examines dried grass fibers, ready to continue her project. 2 days later, Myne continues her meticulous work, now with a thread alongside the grass fibers. An unknown character asks Myne what she's been working on for the past couple of days, as Myne is engrossed in her craft. An unknown character calls out, "Hey," getting Myne's attention. Myne sits deep in thought, head lowered. Myne screams in frustration, declaring she can't continue her difficult task. An unknown character calls out to a dejected Myne, then sighs in concern. Myne has collapsed from exhaustion, her thoughts consumed by the overwhelming task of making papyrus, lamenting how long it takes to create even a postcard-sized piece. An unknown character scolds Myne for being too loud, telling her to make baskets if she's just going to play with grass. Myne, dejected, thinks that baskets will never become books. Myne groans in resignation as an unknown character bluntly asks if her project failed. Myne, defeated, decides to give up on the papyrus, admitting it's impossible alone, and an unknown character accepts her decision. Myne dejectedly weaves a basket, following a stern command to just go make some baskets. Myne proactively offers to help Turi make baskets, asking for the materials. Myne offers to help Turi make baskets and asks for materials, to which Turi agrees. Turi confidently states she already knows how to weave, surprising Myne. Myne intently weaves a basket, deeply focused on the task. Myne meticulously weaves a basket, demonstrating intense concentration and skill. A neatly woven basket sits, a testament to practical skill. Myne's hands skillfully weave a basket, a nostalgic activity that reminds her of her past life as Yorano, when she used newspaper advertisements to make them with her mother. Myne reflects, surprised that her past experiences are proving useful in her current life. Myne holds a basket filled with plant fibers, deep in thought. An unknown character diligently weaves at a large loom while Myne observes. An unknown character asks if a dress is Turi's, and Myne confirms, "That's right." An unknown character weaves at a loom, observing that the thread is quite thin. An unknown character explains that Turi's summer baptism ceremony requires preparations now to avoid heat and trouble. An unknown character questions why Turi's baptism dress is being prepared in winter if the ceremony is in summer. Concerned, Turi might grow out of it. Two chibai characters discuss the problem of handing down clothes due to height differences, but reassure that the size can be adjusted. An unknown character asks about next year's plans, and Myne, contemplating, agrees it seems like a problem. Myne listens as an unknown character instructs her to learn weaving, asserting that weaving skill is necessary to be considered beautiful. Myne reacts with surprise and confusion, questioning, beautiful, why? Myne contemplates weaving cloth as a parchment replacement, but a limitation holds her back. Myne explains that for family clothes, both appearance and practicality matter, concluding that one must sew and cook well to be considered. Myne, holding crafting materials, thinks to herself that she'll never become beautiful. An unknown character finishes weaving a basket, sighing in relief, "Phew, I think I'm done." An unknown woman praises Myne, suggesting her life would be set as an apprentice craftsman, and an unknown girl calls her amazing, making Myne uncomfortable. Myne reacts with distress, clutching a basket, as an unknown character asks why she is so skilled. An unknown character expresses shock, asking if Myne is depressed, while Myne internally questions this, despite being the older sister. Myne explains to a surprised character that she secretly practiced weaving, learning from Jiryudo Obachan while the other was in the forest. An unknown character, holding a basket, asks Turi if she became skilled at other things while they were busy making baskets. Myne, flustered, tells an unknown character not to worry, admitting she envies them for being able to do anything. The unknown character then cheerfully declares they'll make more baskets and surpass Myne this winter. An unknown character, holding a basket, reflects on new information, saying, "I see." Myne warmly encourages Turi, confidently stating that Turi will become skilled quickly. A partial view shows a character's lower body, indicating their continued presence. Myne holds a finished basket, but internally laments that her skill is pointless, as all she truly wants are books. An unknown speaker asks Myne what civilization comes after the Egyptian, and Myne confidently declares it's the Mesopotamian. Characters excitedly celebrate the Mesopotamian civilization, cuneiform and clay tablets. Myne, determined, believes she can craft clay tablets, carve letters, and even bake them in a kiln. Myne, with a determined smile, declares, "All right, let's go with that." As snow falls on the rooftops, Myne anticipates spring when she can finally begin making clay tablets. The sun shines brightly over a fortified wall, signaling a new, hopeful. Myne bursts through a doorway, excitedly announcing to her dad that the weather has cleared up. Myne wakes up disoriented, asking if it's spring already, while an unknown character questions her confusion. An unknown character gently, but persistently tries to wake two sleeping characters under a blanket. Myne joyfully exclaims about the nice weather, arms outstretched in excitement. Myne tries to hibernate, whining about the cold, but an unknown character firmly refuses, pulling her from her blanket. A child tries to rouse their dad, asking if it's his day off, while Myne, disoriented, urges them to hurry, then resignedly agrees. An unknown character urges a disoriented Myne to hurry and eat breakfast. Myne bids farewell to an unknown male and child, who promise to bring back many paru fruits. Myne, sitting wrapped in a blanket, ponders, "What's a paru?" An unknown character, still sleepy, decides to go back to sleep for a bit. An unknown character calls out to a yawning Myne, urging her to come eat breakfast. A serene, snowy landscape is visible outside a window, establishing the cold morning. Family members announce their return, a bowl is prepared, and Myne joyfully presents 3 paru fruits, exclaiming their success. An unknown character asks Myne if the white fruit she holds is a paru fruit, then asks her to retrieve a branch. An unknown character presents a stick to Myne, who gratefully accepts it. Myne diligently roasts paru fruit over a crackling fire with a long stick. A stick forcefully pierces a paru fruit, causing liquid to emerge with a distinct PSSS sound. Hands squeeze a paru fruit, causing liquid to stream into a bowl below. An unknown character instructs Myne to hold the bowl, and Myne complies. An unknown male character squeezes a paru fruit, extracting liquid, and Myne reacts with delight to its sweet smell. An unknown male character continues squeezing paru fruit, praising its amazing properties, yielding sweet juice and oil. Myne speculates about competition for the amazing paru fruit, while the unknown male character explains that the leftover strained leaves can be used as livestock. The unknown male character explains to Myne that getting paru fruit is very troublesome. The unknown male character squeezes a paru fruit, causing liquid to drip, confirming his statement. The narration explains that Paru fruits can only be found in the snow on clear days, so townspeople head to the forest early. An unknown character explains that warming the branch is necessary to get the Paru fruit, but fire cannot be used on the tree due to a strange power extinguishing. An unknown character explains that Paru fruit must be warmed with bare hands, prompting Myne to question the strange power involved. An unknown character warns Myne she'd catch a cold if she tried warming the fruit, and Myne exclaims in surprise about using bare hands on a cold day. Myne, showing discomfort, asks if they can just pick the fruit when it warms up in the afternoon. As juice drips from a Paru fruit, an unknown character firmly states that Paras can only be picked between morning and noon. Myne reacts with surprise, asking if there's a time limit, and the unknown character confirms, that's right. An unknown character describes how Paru trees sparkle and rustle at noon, and Myne questions the magical phenomenon. An unknown character describes the fantastical growth of Paru trees, swinging branches like hair, and Myne, confused, questions taller and wish. An unknown character describes how unpicked Paru fruits fly off, and the tree melts and disappears, leaving Myne utterly bewildered. Myne, frustrated, declares she can't imagine the strange tree at all, while the unknown character notes its peculiarity. An unknown character holds a large mass of processed Paru dough, declaring, "There, it's done." An unknown character suggests they drink the processed Paru liquid after transferring it into a jar. An unknown character pours the processed Paru liquid from a bowl into a jar. Myne holds out a bowl, ready to receive processed Paru fruit. Myne holds a wooden bowl filled with processed white, dough-like Paru fruit. Myne drinks from a bowl, presumably consuming the processed Paru fruit. Myne reacts in delight after tasting the processed Paru fruit, exclaiming it's like thickened coconut milk. Myne continues to drink the Paru fruit juice, exclaiming it's the taste of happiness, while an unknown character asks for some. An unknown character advises Myne not to drink all the valuable Paru juice at once, and Myne reluctantly agrees. An unknown character asks their dad if the contents of a large container are strained lees. An unknown male character instructs Myne to take the strained lees to Lutz's place and exchange them for eggs. An unknown hand manipulates a substance, observing that it's like bean curd lees. Myne deeply sniffs the processed Paru fruit, wondering if it's edible despite its good smell. Myne eats a portion of the processed Paru fruit, surprising an unknown character. An unknown character urgently warns Myne that what she's eating is bird feed, causing Myne to freeze in shock. Myne happily offers food to an unseen character. Myne, looking resigned, simply replies, "Yep." Myne reacts with a surprised "A." An unknown character knocks on a door, politely asking to exchange something for eggs, while Myne stands hesitantly nearby. An unknown character looks out an open door with surprise, calling out Myne and Turi. An unknown character states they have enough feed, but another child asks for meat, complaining their older brothers snatched theirs. An unknown character offers Myne something to eat, prompting a shocked "What?" from Myne. Myne calmly states that the bird feed is edible, causing the unknown character to recoil in disgust, exclaiming, "Who would eat something like bird feed?" An unknown character explains that if overcooked, the item becomes wrung out and inedible. A male character scolds Myne for wasting something she worked hard for, calling her dumb for eating it. A male character is shocked by Myne's logical retort, as she asks if it wouldn't be better to use the abundant bird feed to fill human bellies instead. Myne directly addresses Lutz, beginning a conversation with him. Myne, looking embarrassed, insists that a certain edible item is surprisingly delicious, despite how it might seem. A female character asks if Myne made someone eat bird feed. A male character reacts in disbelief, and Myne shouts, "Excuse me." In embarrassment, Myne, deciding it's faster to show than tell, asks Lutz if he has any Paru juice left over. Myne scoops contents from a large bag into a small cup for Lutz. Myne offers a small, mysterious substance to a shocked Lutz, urging him to try some. Myne needs a substance in a bowl, her hands submerged. Myne eats a substance from a bowl, proclaiming it's sweet and delicious. Myne offers a small, mysterious substance to a shocked Lutz, urging him to try some. Myne feeds Lutz a piece of Paru lees. Lutz recoils in extreme disgust after tasting the Paru lees, eyes squeezed. Myne playfully commands Lutz to say "ah" as she offers him something. Lutz reacts with extreme discomfort and disgust after tasting something Myne offered. Multiple characters react with surprise and awe, questioning if the taste is sweet and delicious, while others have starry eyes. An unknown character asks if the food is sweet and delicious, and Myne confirms, It's good. Children aggressively pull at Myne, demanding Lutz's hand over his stuff, causing Myne to scream in distress. Myne reacts with exaggerated fear, declaring, "Brothers are scary." An adult male holds up a container, offering to cook its contents at Lutz's house to make it even more delicious, as the children gather attentively. 3 children react with exaggerated shock and disbelief, one exclaiming, "Serious." Myne offers to take charge, but immediately admits she'll need help due to her lack of strength, while Lutz desperately asks what they should do. Myne, now resolute, declares she will give instructions for everyone to follow. Myne instructs Zasher and Zeke to heat an iron plate in the oven, and they begin pushing it in. Myne gives specific instructions, sending Lutz to get eggs, milk, and butter, and Ralph to retrieve a bowl, wooden spatula, and ladle. Myne carefully pours Paru juice into a bowl, deciding to add a little to everyone's portion, playfully noting it would be bad if only Lutz got some. Myne instructs Ralph to vigorously mix a substance in a bowl until it becomes slushy. An adult offers to show Myne how to cook, and Myne begins by instructing them to get the oil, which promptly spills. Myne and Lutz collaborate on mixing ingredients, with Lutz calmly acknowledging her instructions. A thick, viscous liquid pours from a ladle onto a flat surface, spreading outwards. A thick, white, dough-like substance cooks on a surface, puffing up. Myne instructs them to flip the cooking item when bubbles appear, then asks for the spatula. Myne requests the spatula, holding a ladle and pointing. Lutz steps in, telling Myne it's dangerous for her to cook, and he'll do it instead, surprising Myne. Lutz skillfully flips a cooking item, declaring "and" flip as he does so. Myne reacts with an OHH, as a pancake successfully lands on the cooking surface after being flipped. Lutz proudly presents a plate of stacked pancakes, exclaiming, "TADA." While Myne clarifies they are simple pancakes made with bean curd leaf. Lutz expresses confusion over bean curd, prompting a flustered Myne to clarify they are simple Paru cakes. Lutz examines a large, oval food item, while Myne watches him intently. Myne offers food to Turi, while the boys react ecstatically, praising the delicious taste and demanding more, wondering what sorcery it is. Lutz vigorously munches on a large, soft food item, clearly enjoying. Lutz, holding a piece of food, expresses his delight, stating, "It's delicious." Myne asks Lutz if the food is simple and filling. He agrees, then praises her, saying, "Myne, you're amazing." Myne explains she can make other dishes with strained Paru leaves, but needs help due to her lack of strength. Gunter confirms her weakness, and Lutz eagerly offers to learn and cook. Myne reacts with delighted surprise, exclaiming, "Really?" Lutz, deeply moved by Myne's delicious cooking, declares she's like a goddess to him. Lutz sincerely offers to help Myne, concluding the Winter Sweets chapter. Lutz vocalizes his commitment to Myne, stating, "I'll help you out, Myne." Myne holds a piece of the prepared food, smiling contentedly. And that completes our coverage of Ascendance of a Bookworm Chapter 7. What was your favorite moment of Myne's culinary breakthrough? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share them below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to Storyteller for more manga recaps. Join us for the next chapter in Myne's journey.